790 and 104.7 KFGO. Good afternoon, and welcome back to The Drive. I'm Dan Michaels. Polly Lyons is our producer, and you just heard Mr. Juergens in the KFGO News Center. More news with Mr. Juergens coming up at 4:30 this afternoon on the Big Stick, the Triple Towers of Power, and now, of course, the 100,000-watt flamethrower at 104.7 FM as well. You know, the Winter Show is coming up next week, and I grew up in Valley City. And, man, that means spring is just around the corner. An annual event. It's so huge. I hope everybody's going to take time to get to the North Dakota Winter Show in Valley City. It kicks off on Wednesday, March 10th, and it goes through the 14th, Sunday, March 14th. All sorts of events are crammed into those just a few days. And the manager of the North Dakota Winter Show in Valley City, her name is Tessa Klien, and she joins us from her office in Valley City. Hi, Tessa. How are you today?
I am good, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. I imagine the countdown is on there, and everything is getting wrapped up to get the launch ready, huh?
Yes. My gosh, we're setting up pens, we're setting up curtains, we're setting up crop shows. Like, the office is a buzz or a zoo, I would like to say.
It's always a fun, busy time in Valley City. There's so much going on around it. Valley City lays out the red carpet for everybody to come and enjoy the North Dakota Winter Show. It's been going on. How long has the Winter Show been going on, Tessa? Do you know?
84 years.
Wow. Something out there older than me, at least. Well, I tell you what, I used to when I was a kid. I'm not sure if you guys do the same things anymore, and you can please update me. But when you were a kid growing up in Valley City, and the Winter Show came, you could go to just about any street corner in the downtown Valley City area, and these school buses would stop by and pick you up like every half hour and take you up to the Winter Show. And then when you wanted to leave the Winter Show, you could go out and get in the bus, and it would take you back downtown. And our family house was probably 2-3 blocks away from downtown, so it was always so cool, so convenient. You could come and go. Do you still do that kind of stuff?
Actually, we are working on a shuttle system this year. Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that.
So how does your shuttle system work? Do you know?
I think it's going to go between here and the Eagles, just because we have a lot of events down there at the Eagles Club. Sure. And I'm not sure if it'll swing downtown, but that is a great idea.
Well, we used to do it all the time. It was so much fun. I was just a little kid, looking out the window. Such great memories of the North Dakota Winter Show. Well, in talking with Tessa Klien, our guest, the manager of the North Dakota Winter Show, earlier to align her with this, I wanted to talk a little bit about the rodeo because, clearly, that is one of the lead things is the rodeo going on at the North Dakota Winter Show. Tessa, you kind of got a pretty cool story about lining up your cowboys for the North Dakota Winter Show's rodeo. Can you tell us who's coming, what's going on, when it is, and start with that story about making sure you had the best cowboys?
We changed the date. I wanted to pull the dates off of this weekend and then go to next weekend, which we're set for, to get more cowboys because there's one down, it's called the Richest Rodeo. It's down in Texas right now. So we didn't want to compete with that, and it worked out. I will tell you, we have world champions coming to our rodeo next weekend. We have NFR qualifiers, Cole Elshier, Ty Brewer, Lisa Lockhart, Fallon Taylor, Wade Sundell. Like, there's a song about that guy, Let's Party Like Wade Sundell. He's a big deal.
Wow, that's really cool. So check out some of the cowboys that are coming. And then, your rodeo is so dependent on those brave guys who are out there in the paint, and those are the bullfighters out there. You got some really great bullfighters coming up, too.
We do. Gus Kronberg and Justin Ward. And actually, Justin, I believe, is down in Texas right now and competing for the Bullfighters Only Championship.
Wow, how about that? And they're coming up to Valley City for the North Dakota Winter Show. How do you get tickets for the North Dakota Winter Show, by the way?
For the PRCA event, you can go on to our website, northdakotaWintershow.com. All the other events, like the tractor pull, the truck pull, the horse pulls, we have an NDRA rodeo, high school battle of the border. Those events, you can get tickets at our ticket box for those.
I want to talk to you about Hall of Fame inductees, but as long as you just talked about all of those different events, these are the events that you're talking about are the events that are going to be judged. You've got Horse Day coming up. You've got sheep riding. You got all sorts of things going on that are going to be judged. Can we walk through that? How does it all work? Let's talk about Horse Day. What's going on?
Horse Day, we actually start at 8 a.m. because we have so many entries. That's going to be the horse team event. So they'll take horses and they'll do obstacle course, log skidding, barrel racing. And then we'll do the pony pull, and then we have the draft horse pull right after that. So that's all day Thursday, and then we have the ranch rodeo in that evening.
And the ranch rodeo, explain that.
That's where your amateur cowboys or your ranchers come out, and they do things like what they do at the ranch. They got a so-called brand a calf or load it in the trailer and milk a cow.
That's going to be a ton of fun. And now you have a tractor pull, too.
We do. That's Wednesday at noon, and then followed up with that, we go into the truck pull at 6 o'clock that night.
And that's on what day did you say?
Wednesday the 10th.
Wednesday the 10th. So you can see, now check out all the, you got a tractor pull, you got horse day, you've got a PRCA rodeo with some of the best cow guys in the world are going to be here for this thing. So all of this is all crammed into just a couple of days at the North Dakota Winter Show in Valley City. So make sure that you get there. We're going to let you know how you get tickets and lots more a couple of times before we're done here today. But let's talk about the Hall of Fame. That's quite a deal getting into the North Dakota Agriculture Hall of Fame. North Dakota District 24 Representatives Jerry Grunholz and Lee Sabby drafted the initial legislation for this in the 1997 legislative session, and it has become a pretty big thing to become a member of the North Dakota Ag Hall of Fame. Have you released the information on who your Hall of Famers are this year?
We do. I don't have their hometowns in front of me, but it's Neil Fisher and Tom Borgen. And then Tom Tigan will be our crop show honoree this year.
Boy, that's a big deal. When are you giving these? I suppose, is COVID having anything to do with how you're handing the award out?
Not so much. I mean, people have to do what's comfortable, what they're comfortable with. But we're giving out the award downtown at the Eagles Club this year.
Excellent.
And we're doing a Boots and Buckles banquet for that.
Oh, that's great. Speaking of entertainment and the Eagles, you guys are having a couple of big dances down there at the Eagles. Who's playing? Who can go? Give us those details.
It's Highway 32 will be down at the Eagles on Friday night and Saturday night, and they kind of start about 9 p.m. Whenever our rodeo gets done, that's when it'll really fire up. And I'm sure that's just for 21 and older. I
tell you what, I've been to those dances. I've been to those parties at the North Dakota Winter Show, and everybody's in a really great mood. So if you have got your vaccine and you're feeling good, get out there. Remember to do your social distancing. But my gosh, it's a great time when you get to those kind of parties. Family friendly. The North Dakota Winter Show. Now, we're talking about all these different events, but you've got day-to-day things going on, and you invite the families to come up to the North Dakota Winter Show building. It's on the hill in Valley City. You cannot miss it. But it's real family friendly.
It is. And you can get in our building, and you honestly don't have to spend a dime. It's free admission. Go around, check out all the new booths, all the old booths. There's free entertainment on our stage. We're going to have a auctioneer's contest on Sunday, and you can buy stuff off of that auction sale or just take in the good competition.
Now, you've also got a number of are you calling them seminars? You've got a number of series of great speakers that are going to be talking.
We do. We have some ag risk advisors. Thrivent Financial is up here. What I'm super excited about is we've got Amanda Radke. She's a beef advocate from Mitchell, South Dakota. She's teaming up with Miss Rodeo America, Jordan Tierney. And Jordan's from a beef ranch, and they're talking about, standing firm in agriculture truths is what they're going to talk about. And then we roll right into Shooting the Bull with Benny P is what that is called. And we might get a rodeo contestant up. We might get a queen. We might get a farmer up there to talk about agriculture. Like, we're all in this together, and we all represent agriculture in rural America. Speaking of,
that kind of Miss Rodeo and stuff, you're having a fashion show and luncheon too, right?
We are. It is actually our 45th Miss Rodeo North Dakota Winter Show contest. And we're rolling over our girls because that's one thing that was due to COVID. They didn't get to travel much, so we're rolling over our girls from last year. They get to keep their titles. So we're going to do a fashion show and luncheon at the Eagles on Thursday at 12:30.
Okay, so don't miss that. Now, let's get the bottom line out here. Where can people go to check out the schedule, the things that they don't want to miss, and how do we get tickets?
Go to our website, NorthDakotaWinterShow.com. You can get your PRCA tickets there. There's reserved and there's general admission. We do actually have reserved. Some seats are blocked out for the COVID seating. And then we have general admission. And then the rest of the tickets, come to our ticket box or give us a call, 845-1401.
There it is, the North Dakota Winter Show, and it's going from Wednesday, March 10th to Sunday, March 14th at the North Dakota Winter Show building in beautiful Valley City, North Dakota. Tessa Klien is the manager of the North Dakota Winter Show, who does a spectacular job there. Again, it's NorthDakotaWinterShow.com. I hope everybody will get to Valley City and check out the North Dakota Winter Show. Tessa, what a thrill to have you on today. Thank you so very, very much. And the best is you get all your preparations finished up. I imagine it'll be a busy weekend there, huh?
It will be. Yep. I might be sleeping here, but it'll be good.
Tessa, thanks so very much. Enjoy your weekend.
Yep. Thanks.
KFGO time is 4:21. You're listening to The Drive with Dan Michaels on the Mighty 790 and 104.7 KFGO.